It's mealtime at the Urban Ministry Center in Charlotte. That's the place where the impoverished, the chronically homeless, or the temporarily down on their luck go for food and help. Toronto McLeod is 48. He's had some trouble with drugs and with the law. Right now, he's working occasional odd jobs and staying with a relative.
It's kind of hard to get back up once you go down. You know, it's kind of hard. It's real hard to get back up. Without resources, the people on the street are dead. You know, they're dead.
There are 46 million people living in poverty in the United States. And yet, in this presidential election year, neither candidate is talking about poverty. It's almost as if the poor don't exist as a political issue. President Barack Obama focuses on winning middle-class voters.
And the policies I'm offering are ones that have been proven in the past to help middle-class families.
His opponent, Mitt Romney, dismissed concerns about poverty with this.
I'm in this race because I care about Americans. I'm not concerned about the very poor. We have a safety net there.
It wasn't always this way. Poverty was a burning issue in the Great Depression of the 1930s, when vast numbers of Americans were destitute. And again in the 1960s, when President Lyndon Baines Johnson initiated a host of anti-poverty programs. Those programs still provide food stamps, medical aid, and other services, but it's a safety net that has been badly frayed.
Poverty is not an issue with elected officials, top to bottom, starting with the White House on down, because one, there's no votes there. Two, poor people basically do not have defined organizations that can go to bat for them. And then the bigger thing is that America's in constant denial, including politicians and political leaders, that we really have a problem with poverty in this country. Essentially, the poor are pariahs. They're outcast.
The people at the Urban Ministry Center don't consider themselves pariahs, but they do feel invisible.
The presidential election should be about us focusing on the lower class. You know, the middle class is fine, but what about the people that don't have no resources?
People without resources overlooked once again by a country that seems to have other priorities. Rob Reynolds, Al Jazeera, Charlotte, North Carolina.